before the sky ever broke. The storm was already in me. I never chose this life, storm life chose me. I learned how to breathe where the calm couldn't stay. Carried thunder in silence before I could pray. Every scar was a warning the world couldn't read. The storm chose my blood, then it planted the seed. The night put my name in the mouth of the rain. Every shelter I trusted collapsed on the strain. They called it a curse, I called it a sign. Life chose the storm, and the storm became mine. The rain knew my name before I knew my worth. I never found a storm, it claimed me at birth. Storm life chose me before I knew my name. Rain became my teacher, thunder became my test. Every scar wrote a chapter, every fall changed my path. I stopped running from the storm became my death. The streets put a storm where my heartbeat should be. Every loss locked a door, I became my own key. Built through the nights when nobody stepped in. Now the thunder starts talking whenever I begin. Every door that's shut made the hunger grow teeth. Every wall tried to bury what was building beneath. I was forged in the pressure where the weak lose form. By the time they saw a light, them I already was stormed. The rain kept receipts from the nights I survived. Every bruise had a time, every scar testified. I stopped asking for shelter, stopped begging for calm. Built a home out of thunder and lived through the storm. The mirror held thunder behind my stare. Every crack showed the weight I was built to bear. I stopped asking the rain why it followed my name. Then I watched my reflection step out of the frame. The storm learned my footsteps and followed my pace. Every downpour carved strength into play. They waited for lightning to tear me apart, but the storm struck the sky, I carried the spark. The clouds kept my secrets, the wind knew the cost. Every mile through the rain took a piece that I lost. I stopped waiting for daylight to show me the way. Built the sun out of lightning and walked through the gray. Storm light chose me before I knew my name. Rain became my teacher, thunder became my test. Every scar wrote a chapter, every fall changed my path. I stopped running from the storm, the storm became my name. The road kept a record of every hard mile. The rain tried to drown me, I learned its whole style. I quit asking the storm when the suffering would end. Then I stood in its center and called it my friend. The storm wore the faces I once called my own. Every promise cracked open, every true color shown. I quit mourning the shelter that collapsed in the rain. Built a home in the thunder and outlived the pain. The storm left fingerprints under my skin. Every bruise marked the place I refused to give in. I quit carrying survival like a debt I still owed. Turned the wreckage to a compass and followed the road. The storm called my name in the ribs of the sky. Every ruin behind me became reason to rise. I stopped asking for mercy, stopped questioning why. Made the eye of the storm where my legacy lies. Storm light chose me before I knew my name. Rain became my teacher, thunder became my chest. Every scar wrote the chapter, every fall changed my path. Stop running from the storm became my name. The sky stopped fighting, the rain stood still. Then I understood, the storm didn't choose me to break me, it chose me to become the storm. The rain stopped calling my name. It knew I had become the storm. It knew I had become the storm.